everybody, welcome back to our channel. We are the Movie Couple. I'm Wendy.
I'm Dustin.
And we're back with our second favorites video. This one, we're going to cover all of our November favorites. So I've listed the question down in the description box below so you can copy and paste into the comments if you want to play along. So we're going to go ahead and kick this off with favorite trailer of November. Dustin, do you want to take the first question?
This one was a struggle because two really good trailers came out that were fighting it out.
Okay.
However,
Which two were fighting it out? Just curious.
The two that were fighting it out were Wonder Woman and Ghost in the Shell. Uh-huh. Now, I was going into Wonder Woman, expecting some hype.
Right.
So, and I was, don't get me wrong, it was a great trailer. Mm-hmm. However, I went into Ghost in the Shell not really expecting much. Yeah. And it blew my mind. Mm-hmm. Yes. I was like, this is so awesome. It looked like they just simply brought the anime to life. I really hope that it holds up to the hype and the high expectations I have for it. But it really made me super enthusiastic to go see this movie. And that's the goal of a trailer, to make you just really go out there and really want to see it. Mm-hmm. And Wonder Woman, I'm like, okay, cool, yay, Wonder Woman. Whereas Ghost in the Shell was just... So yes, bottom line, Ghost in the Shell, awesome trailer, favorite trailer of November. So Wendy, how about you? What's your favorite trailer?
I am going to take the other one. I am going to take Wonder Woman. I had a feeling that it was going to be a good trailer. I really, really liked Gal as Wonder Woman in Batman v Superman, and in the little snippets we've seen of her in Wonder Woman. And when the trailer came out, I mean, you can pretty just tell by how Natasha and I were just jamming to her theme song. I can't wait to see this. You guys were also
properly dressed.
Yes. Yes, we were. Wonder Women. So I cannot wait until next year to see the full everything Wonder Woman. I'm gonna be playing that theme song all day, every day, like I don't already. So that is our favorite trailer for November. Well, unfortunately, in this household, we don't pay for cable, and our TV isn't set up to even receive, like, the most basic channel.
Nope.
So we just watch everything we can on via streaming, and so sometimes we're playing catch-up a lot.
Oh my gosh, all the time.
All the time. So, in a way, that's kind of good, because if it's going on Netflix, then I get to binge-watch everything. So I am not quite done yet, but I've been binge-watching Black Mirror. And oh my god, that show is amazing. What I love about it is each episode is different. So there's not too much of like a crossover. I mean, there's little hints of pieces here and there from previous episodes if you've seen from like season 1 on. But for the most part, these are all standalone episodes. And they're all, kind of like futuristic technology-wise. And it's just so interesting to see. And I just love how different the show is compared to kind of what's out there. And I'm hooked. Like, I'm ready for, I think I'm on season 3. I just finished episode 3. Gonna watch episode 4. And I don't know when season 4 is. Like, I don't know if it's out right now or not. I should probably brush up on a little bit of research for that. But man, Black Mirror is my go-to for the month of November. Dustin.
And it looks like a really cool show too, because it's kind of like a Twilight Zone kind of thing.
Yeah.
It has that kind of feel to it. I haven't gotten to watch very many episodes with you. I think I've only seen bits and pieces of it.
He saw the one where everybody rated everybody, the one with Bryce Dallas Howard.
And a little bit of the one where, what was it, that date expert, and he sees one of his clients gets murdered or something. He gets poisoned. I think you actually fell asleep in that one. But it was actually, I'm like, these are pretty cool concepts. I didn't know if you went back to see that one or
not.
No,
I haven't, but now I'm going to have to.
So, but yeah.
It happens, guys.
For me, this month, I'm going to stick with what I saw last month because I'm starting to get even more hooked because of all the twists and turns that they're starting to have in Lucifer.
Yes.
I am loving what they're doing with the mom, with his brother, with now the detective, and that little twist that they had. I don't want to spoil anything, but I just love the take that they're doing, how they're twisting it a little bit, and they're making these characters so interesting now.
Yeah.
Before they were, just cool characters, but now they're giving them a story, a little bit more of kind of a a compass in what direction they're going to go. And you can kind of see that they're splitting off. And the idea that they want to get back to heaven and how they're going to do that.
Yep.
And Lucifer's like, no, this is my home.
Yeah. He's very protective of his humans and his properties. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would honestly love to see Tom Ellis stretch his acting muscles beyond Lucifer. I think he's very charismatic. He's very funny the way he delivers these lines, and I would love to see him in another show as a guest star, or maybe even venture into movies.
That would be cool. A lot of DVDs came out this month, and there was a couple of them that were really hard to choose from.
Oh yeah? Mm-hmm. My decision was pretty easy.
Oh really? Yeah. Right off the bat?
Yeah.
Okay, well I think we probably ended up with the same choice.
I feel like we did too.
And I'm going with Kubo.
Yep.
I am so excited for this DVD, and I love the movie, and I'm just gonna melt that DVD all the way down on how many times we're gonna watch it, and being able to see the behind the scenes, seeing them how they animated all of these different scenes, and you're just like, oh my gosh, the time, the effort, the painstaking tediousness of what they did to make this magical movie is just incredible, and it's really cool to be able to see all the special features that are on the DVD.
I'm going to have to agree with Dustin. That was also my choice, Kubo and the Two Strings. I remember first hearing the title, and I thought, what is Kubo and the Two Strings? And then I saw the trailer, and I went, oh my gosh, it's by Laika. It's stop motion, and it looked pretty epic. I can't wait to see it, and I'm happy to say that the trailer didn't disappoint. The movie was really phenomenal. I downloaded the soundtrack pretty much immediately after seeing the movie, and we were lucky enough to be at the world premiere, not as guests, but as Kubo and Beetle.
I was able to take a picture standing next to Matthew McConaughey, and it was funny because I really didn't have much. They had to kind of guide me. There's tons of people there, lots of obstacles, and the Beetle costume was very, very...
Yeah, your vision was pretty restricted.
Mm-hmm. And they're like, come over this way, come over this way. I'm like, okay, take a picture with this person. I'm like, okay, that's Matthew McConaughey! That was me inside the suit. I was like...
I was really excited when I saw him, and they're like, and you know, it's crazy being on the carpet with the press yelling at you. McConaughey, over here, Beetle, look over here. And then I remember hearing Matthew say, and he put his hand on Dustin, or Beetle, and he says, Beetle, you look wherever you want. You don't listen to these people. And I wanted to be like, can you just say, all right.
He just seems like the coolest guy, even though I didn't get to talk to him or have a conversation with him, or even really, he didn't even really see my face.
So last month I had like that task list quest app. So this month I realized that I kind of went completely away from it. I haven't really even used that app as much because all of my time have been taken up playing the new game that I downloaded, which is Plants vs. Zombie Heroes. It was actually recommended by somebody in our last video in the comment section. So you guys, we do read those. Hey. So I was curious because it's not the regular Plants vs. Zombie where you place the little plants and then they defend, which is also cool. But it's kind of like a card game. Well, not kind of. It is a card game, kind of in the style of the Hearthstone game. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, well, I know how to play card games, and it's slightly different. I actually really like it. You get to build your own little deck of your little plant army, and then you can also play as the zombie.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so you can have a zombie deck.
Because I've seen her play a few times. Yeah. She was always the plants.
Yeah, because they're cuter, so sorry. But, and then you can also play, obviously, like a PvP type of thing where you can play against other players. So
I didn't know that.
I've been playing it nonstop because you can spend your coins or your crystals and you can buy new packs. And it's also kind of gives you that satisfaction of going to the store, buying your Magic the Gathering pack, like booster pack, and you rip it open and you're like, what did I get? Cool. I don't know. It's not really tangible because it's all on your phone, but I've been obsessed with it.
It's still kind of cool though, because you're still able. You still get that excitement of what's going to be in your deck.
Yeah, and every time I get a brand new one or like a rare, I'm like, ooh. What about you?
My favorite app is something that actually has saved me a lot of money recently because I've been driving around town a lot, and I've been using Gas Buddy. And there was a time that I ran out of gas when I went to an event, and oh man, I can't remember. It was really far away, and I'm like, oh crap, what am I gonna do? I don't want to just go to some random gas station. So I looked on my app and I found that there was a Costco nearby, and I was able to find the Costco, and Perfect. It was cheapest I've paid for gas in so long. And it's great to be able to find that places around you that are really cheap, or if you have enough gas to go a little bit further, you can sort them out by price, and it'll show you the cheapest gas that's around you. And
that's actually super useful. I mean, gas gets expensive, so in fact, that just reminded me that I have to fill up tomorrow.
Since last month, my favorite app was Audible. I've been listening to tons of books, and it's kind of weird because since I'm dyslexic, I haven't really read that many books, and all of a sudden I'm reading like a ton of books. And this month I read Ready Player One. Blew my mind.
It's so good.
It is such a good book. The storytelling, Will Wheaton does an amazing job on reading the book. So many pop culture references. I mean,
80s references
the
too.
book starts off with a Ghostbuster reference. Automatically won me over right there, right at the beginning. I love the characters. I love the concept, the story, and it leaves you like at the edge of your seat for most of that book, where you're just like, I didn't want to stop it. I didn't want to stop listening.
Yeah.
But I was disciplined because I wanted to listen to it while I was driving.
Right.
So it took me a little bit longer than I wanted it to. I wanted to sit down and listen to it all in one day.
Just savor it. Savor it all. And you know what's funny is I've been listening along with you, not through the whole book, but, you know, whenever we're in the car together. And I had already, you know, listened to it on Audible before he did. And I just knew how good it was, so I had no problem re-listening to it. And this is something I think I can continue to go back and revisit all the time, because it's like you said, it's great story, it's great adventure, great references. Please let the movie be good.
Oh my god! And what
Spielberg's doing it, so
Steven Spielberg is doing it, so that's good.
For me, I have been, you guys, on a Star Wars book kick. I mean, I started with my first Star Wars book, Lost Stars, then it was Ahsoka, then it was Lords of the Sith, and right now I am very influenced by the people I work with at Collider. So I downloaded Catalyst, which is kind of a, I don't want to say prequel, but you know, the
what happens before
Rogue One. So I think it's actually perfect timing to listen to this book before Rogue One comes out. I am not quite done yet. I've got 3 more hours, maybe 2.5 to go, but you guys, it's very good, and I love getting the history of everything, so it just getting me more pumped for Rogue One, knowing what had happened previously in the book. It makes me appreciate, I think, some of the characters we're gonna see in the movie a lot more, and also the narrator, Jonathan Davis, I think is his name. He was the same guy who narrated Lords of the Sith. If you are really into Rogue One, you're excited for it, or if you're not sure what Rogue One is about, go ahead and download Catalyst, because I think it's a good way for you to brush up on your Star Wars before you get into Rogue One.
Now here's the thing. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to read Catalyst before we see Rogue One. You can, I'm
almost done.
Well, I know, but I'm not going to be able to finish it.
Oh, I see.
Okay. Do you think I should watch the movie first and then read the book? Or should I see if I can cram in this book?
I think I'm gonna stop sitting on my feet because now they're asleep and they hurt. I was trying to be taller, but I personally think you're gonna get a lot more out of Rogue One
if I read the book.
If you at least listen to as much as you can before Rogue One comes out. But that's just my opinion, you know. Sometimes it's better to go back and revisit, like you did with The Martian, because it can make the book even better. I watch a lot of, I like watching a lot of vlogs on YouTube. So this specific video it made my favorites because the way it was shot. Plus, I'm a big fan of their channel, even though they're not together anymore. It's PvP. It's Gina and Jesse, and it's on Jesse's. I guess it's Jesse's channel now. It's on the actual PvP channel instead of the BF versus GF channel, and it's entitled "I Will Always Love Her." And it's Jesse has just gotten very artistic in the way he shoots. I think he's really inspired by Casey Neistat, I think is how you say his last name, or Neistat, with the drone shots, and just his picture is always it's like in HD, so it makes you feel like you're there. The drone shots look amazing, and the way he tells a story with the music and transition and everything, it really just pulls you in. Him telling the story, and it's what I like about them was that they were always together, and I like watching them together. So obviously, falling into the whole YouTube drama thing, I was really heartbroken to hear that they broke up after 10 years, and I was like, no, they were my favorite people to watch together. And that's why I really liked this specific vlog / video he made, because it had a lot of Gina in it, and it was almost like they were back together, and you can really tell that he still feels for her, and they're even they're not together right now. We don't know really what's happening behind the cameras, but I loved revisiting their relationship and now friendship, and just seeing the two of them interacting together, which I think ultimately made their channel better.
I've been actually really watching a lot of science stuff recently, because I've been working at the Discovery Cube a lot and getting a lot of information, and I'm like, you know what? I want to learn a little bit more science. So I've been watching a lot of D News, and they're just
what does the D stand for?
Discovery
News. Okay.
But it's not by the Discovery at least I don't think it's by the Discovery Channel. But the people that they have on it are very well spoken. They really do seem to know a lot of their science stuff, and they just take little subjects here and there that are really interesting, and I like just kind of binge watching and going through just a whole bunch of them. It makes me feel like I'm smarter.
You do. You get to learn a lot, and they make it fun and entertaining. They're not wah, 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 like the Peanuts teacher. Wah, wah, wah,
oh my
wah,
gosh.
Wah, wah. Yeah, it doesn't
There's
sound like that.
There's a lot of
They
teachers.
make science fun.
I didn't have to think about this for any longer than a second.
I wonder if we're going to have the same one. No, we're not, because I think I know what you're going to say. Sorry.
My favorite dish of all time, sweet potatoes. Oh, when you have the baked sweet potatoes, and you have the nuts and the brown sugar, and then the marshmallow on top. It's just so good.
Did the one we get at Thanksgiving, did that have marshmallows on it?
Oh, okay. It didn't have the marshmallow.
I think I would have at least scooped a little bit just for the marshmallow. I actually didn't take any of the sweet potatoes on my plate.
They're so good. I'm always like, load up on the sweet potatoes, because that's my favorite dish.
I feel like it's so hard, because I like Thanksgiving meals, especially with his family. I mean, they cook such good food. Everything is tasty. I've not tasted a bad dish coming from his family, and a lot of it. So lots and good, and it's just so hard for me, because the turkey and the mashed potato with the gravy, but I had to narrow it down to the stuffing. The stuffing.
You loved the stuffing this year.
Yeah, you put gravy on it, and it's what's best with his family. You get two types of stuffing. You get the aunt side, his mother's sister side, their family recipe stuffing, and then you get his mom's stuffing. So I take a scoop of both, and I get really full. There's that meme of, I don't know, is it Larry the Cable Guy? Somebody else that says Thanksgiving is not over when I'm full. Thanksgiving is over when I hate myself, or something like that. I feel like that's me on Thanksgiving. I just eat as much as I can till I can't take it anymore.
Oh, and it's, that's what it's all about. It's just eating so much and then passing out on the couch.
And then passing out on the couch, and wear stretchy clothes, guys. Wear stretchy clothes. So as busy as we are, we try and go out and do fun stuff if we have the time. Usually it's Disneyland or Universal Studios. But this month, both of us got invited to something really special. Working with Collider, there's perks. It's hard work and it's a lot of work, but there's perks that comes along with it, which are press screenings. So I got a very special invitation to see Moana at a press screening on the Disney lot, which is nothing out of the norm. But then on the invitation it said, followed by reception and performance. And I was like, well, that's different. I've never been invited to like a Disney party. Usually we just go and to the theater or to the lot, to the studio and watch the movie, and then we go on our merry way and we come home and we make a video for you guys to review the movie. So at the end of Moana, seeing it on the Disney lot, first of all, is always really cool. Every time I go there, I never take it for granted. They had the Polynesian dancers come in. There's drums during the end credit, and they're dancing, and I was like, oh. And we follow the dancers and the drums into this whole other area, and they had a huge tent set up. There's lights, sets. If you follow me on Snapchat on that day, you probably saw it because I was just snapping away. They had Polynesian-inspired food.
So good.
They had photo booths set up. They had drinks, like a bar. And then the best part, the food was delicious, by the way, but the best part was having one of the songwriters from the movie with his band perform some of the original music from Moana. And oh my God, it was incredible. I mean, like, how lucky are we to be able to attend something like this? So I count my blessings.
They had a whole bunch of
every day.
And I'm sorry, but I had to be right there with you on this one, on this outing. It was the coolest thing ever. I mean, I was debating on whether or not to do the animation studio thing that we went to.
Oh, that's a good one.
Really
we met John
cool
Lasseter.
To meet John Lasseter.
And we saw his office. Also on Snapchat if you saw it.
But just the fact that we got to hear the music, the whole atmosphere was just awesome. A whole bunch of photo ops, and what was really cool is they pulled us up and they taught us how to hula dance.
That's a terrible pantomime for hula dancing.
Yeah.
Shame on me. Sorry,
but
guys.
I have to admit, this young lady right here did an amazing hula. She was the best one up there out of all of the volunteers.
You sweet. Thank you.
Because she's got nice hips. So for our final question, it's of course favorite movie. So we saw a whole bunch of movies this month, but for me in particular, I'm gonna have to go with Doctor Strange.
Oh,
I liked Moana. I thought it was good, but I enjoyed myself a lot more during Doctor Strange. I had a lot more fun. I loved the humor behind it. It was a whole new take on the superhero, and I just really enjoyed it. I came out and I was geeking out a little bit.
You were geeking out during the show. Yeah.
And that's how I usually rank movies, is when I come out is how happy am I, how much more of a good mood am I in, and those are the movies that I really like going to.
Yeah.
So for me this month, I'm going to have to go with Doctor Strange. How about you?
Well, honorable mention for some of the other movies I saw that I really liked but didn't quite make the list: Doctor Strange, Arrival, and Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. So Doctor Strange, just to kind of follow up, I think you definitely enjoyed it more than I did, because I remember coming out of the press screening, I was like, I liked it. I think it's a good standalone. I think it's a good addition to the MCU, but I didn't come out going, wow. And I'm not saying like that's because like the movie's bad. I mean, you guys, the movie's good. We're gonna buy it on DVD. Let's face it. But my favorite movie that we saw in November is Moana. I'm just a big Disney fan. I grew up, loving all the Disney animation, like Little Mermaid, Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast. So with Moana, the music is actually, I think, what really sold me. The music is phenomenal. I mean, when I left the theater, I was humming the song and like making up my own words to the melody because I didn't know the song yet.
Yeah, for the longest time, all we knew was "Away, away."
That's pretty much how it was. Well, you guys, that's it for our November favorites. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget, these questions are posted in the description box, so feel free to copy and paste those into the comment section and let us know what your answers are to all these questions. We read them, we look at them. So who knows, maybe one of your suggestions make it into one of our favorites, like the Plants vs. Zombie card game, which is totally possible. Plus, I'm running out of book ideas on what to download next in Audible. So go ahead and comment those in as well. You guys, that's it for us. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.